Hey you, yeah, you're such an oxymoron. In actuality, we all are. Why do I say that you, me, and basically everything in life is oxymoronic? I'll get to that in a little bit. Oxymoronic question for you. What is something that the more you take out of it, the bigger it becomes? I'll get to that in a little bit as well. Just for a little fun, I'm going to give you a few oxymoronic words. Jumbo shrimp, bittersweet, pretty ugly, devout atheist, organized confusion, wise fool, which sometimes that can be categorized into as well. Now, in life, I've also found, being the cerebral guy that I am, that there are a lot of concepts and ways that we live that are oxymoronic. I'll give you a few examples of those. Relationships. Let's start with men and women. You find a lot of times that a man and a woman will attract to each other when they have a lot of opposites about themselves. They say opposites attract. So you have a man who is very communicative and very sharing and giving, and a woman who could care less to express how she feels. Or you have a woman who's very meticulous about herself and knows where everything should be and understands how she wants things, while the guy can care less where he puts his keys when he comes home from work. Siblings is another example. A lot of times we find siblings have very different oxymoronic mannerisms about themselves. You'll have a brother who's very independent and strong and knows what he wants, and you'll have a sister who has no way of making decisions on her own and leans on her family all the time. When you look at concepts, there's oxymoronic concepts. One of those concepts is vulnerability. Now, the idea of vulnerability is stepping into a situation that you know is going to hurt, that you know is going to be difficult for you and have struggle. And the idea of vulnerability is being open to that pain. As a matter of fact, the more open you are to that situation, the stronger that you are, the better of a connection that you have. The concept of love is another oxymoronic concept. It's the only thing that I know where the more you give, the more you get back. I know nothing else in life where you give it away and you're actually getting more in return. The other concept that I discovered was oxymoronic is the development of human beings. In the first 5 years of life, it's scientifically proven that the brain develops more than at any other time in a human being's life, by far. As far as neurological connections, absorption, construction of the brain. And yet at that same time that you're getting all that information is when you have the least control and the least memory. How oxymoronic of life is it that they give you the most during a time when you get the least and remember the least? Now here's the thing. I've discovered that there's an actual deeper meaning to all of this. That in fact we're not living an oxymoronic life. What I discovered is that there's a piece missing that when it's lacking creates that separation. That piece is trust. When trust exists, those two different meanings, those two oxymoronic perspectives build a connection, build a bond. When it's lacking is when you feel a separation and disconnection. My conclusion is that God, the universe, or whatever it is atheists believe or don't believe, the purpose of life is for us to depend on each other and to trust each other. In that dependency and trust, you build a bond. As a matter of fact, the more you go towards something that is difficult and challenging, fear, confusion, doubt, the stronger that you become and the stronger bond that you build. Hey you, yeah you. Did you know that you were built in perfect balance? Trust me, it's true. And the answer to that oxymoronic question, what gets bigger the more you take out of it? A whole. Thank you.